Hey everyone, thanks for coming back for another segment of the MCR. Mac is to my left. Mr. Thirsty is joining us on the phone. My name is TJ.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Please like, share, and subscribe. We are on multiple platforms: YouTube, BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube. And we're doing okay on BitChute, and we could sure be doing a whole lot better on the rest of them. So whatever you can do to help us out, everyone. All right. In this segment, I want to share some of my thoughts about this subway terrorist guy. And I'm trying to figure out how to politely say this, so I guess I'm going to blurt it out. Thank goodness he wasn't a white guy.
Well, they would have, if he had been white, he would have instantly been a white supremacist.
Oh my goodness.
This guy is a black supremacist.
Yeah.
You never hear about black supremacy.
He had videos on multiple platforms.
Oh yeah.
Talking about death to whitey, and we need to be on completely different hemispheres.
I just because a lot of times when you hear about mass shooters, it's some disturbed young white teenager, okay, and a lot of times that is the case. But I just when I heard about it, and of course they're not really quick to give you a lot of information, so my first thinking is please, oh gosh, if this is a white guy, we're going to get roasted. I that was just my. I heard the news gut response.
Does anybody know if he was yelling, "This is MAGA country" when he was shooting everyone?
Yeah, he put a noose around his neck too.
Yeah.
Well,
but you can look it up. I've seen it on the news yesterday morning when I was getting ready for work. The laundry list of crimes that he had.
Oh yeah, he had a rap sheet. He had a rap sheet.
New York, so he probably got arrested and let out 20 minutes later.
He had a rap sheet.
Your aggravated assault, what was it? Assault with a deadly weapon, illegal possession of a firearm. He had a list longer than me.
To include contact with the FBI on previous offenses, and I'm thinking, okay, they want to go after the J6ers and the Whitmer plot guys, which pretty much fell apart on them. But this guy, I
clearly he didn't know. I mean, it had to be a lack of knowledge that this was a gun-free zone. Otherwise, he wouldn't have went down there.
Yeah. What I find interesting is he had a 380, which
easy to conceal.
It's a smaller semi-automatic, one of the more expensive calibers to shoot. Where did he get the ammunition for this? He had to have, I got to think he went outside the city of New York to get the ammunition.
Definitely not going across the river to Jersey, because they're just a strip.
I don't know,
Maryland, same thing.
But 380 is not a cheap caliber to shoot by any means. I found it interesting that it was a 380, but the cameras were. The report is that the cameras were all jacked up. The latest example of a dysfunctional city.
Yeah.
The guy gets and one witness is reported to have saying is he was in the car next to the car that this guy was in, and he saw it unfold, and I guess because it happened between stops, I think, that the people in the car couldn't even really get out, because under those conditions the doors were closed and
they're trapped like rats.
Yeah, and the guy said he just felt sick, knowing that all he could do was sit there and watch, and what a messed up situation, and of course, the Democrat mayor, they want to defund the police and reduce this, and the police are out there needlessly killing people at any given whim, and you know, a guy like
Hunting down black people.
hunting down people, and here we've got a person hunting down people.
Yeah. It's just revenge. He's just getting even. Blah, 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 blah. He was probably
what's going to end this really quick? A CPL holder.
Yeah, for sure. And as Mac and I were talking on a previous occasion, there was a time I have a CPL, but I never really carried that much. But I've started to carry more because, and of course, I heard one person say, well, you shouldn't go to the areas where you need to carry, and okay, so
how will I know what those are?
Well, but then that means I don't go to Detroit.
What about that that family that was in an affluent neighborhood here in Michigan, where 3 people literally walked in their back door and robbed them?
Well,
I carry at home because I don't know who's good. I live out in the country. That's the difference between us country folk and you city folk. we ignore the gunshots and listen to the sirens. You guys listen to the gunshots and ignore the sirens.
Well, given my current job assignment, I have found myself taking what I call the scenic route home, that being Davidson, and that stretch between I'll say Ryan and Mound.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to break down there, and my goodness, and because I'm going and coming from work, I don't take my handgun with me, because if they find me at the job with my gun, well, now I'm a bad person and I have to be fired and blah blah blah,
right.
but it's just there are parts of Detroit that's where I came up with the term urban combat driving.
Right.
Is because driving home I'll see at least 5 people running red lights.
And don't
within a 30-minute time frame.
You bring that up because when I was on the ambulance in Detroit, I patrol Detroit a lot. I actually had Detroit police tell me, when you're in Brightmoor, and for those that don't know, Detroit, Michigan very well, Brightmoor is a not very friendly city, especially to the less melanin people. But they flat out told me, don't stop at red lights or stop signs.
Is that
do the California law and go. Do not stop.
Is that the northwest corner of where Detroit meets Redford and that?
Yeah, right there off of Telegraph, like Telegraph and 5 Mile area.
Okay, I know where you're talking about. Yeah, that's a sketchy area. And that's not even downtown Detroit. It's just a sketchy area. But anyways, I just wanted to share some thoughts about this subway terrorist.
Where's the talk of the hate crimes? That's what I
where
is it on there every day talking about hate crimes? What we need to do about hate crimes?
Well, this was clearly a hate crime. With the way he executed it, it sure looked like, So, anything else to say, guys?
No, nothing.
Like I said, I'm kind of curious on where this is going to go. If this is going to get swept under the rug,
it's going
or if
nowhere.
it's going to be a public display like the Kavanaugh trial.
It's going nowhere. They'll continue to defund the police and the FBI and whatnot. They'll be looking for the Trump supporters instead. That's what irritates me most about all this.
The domestic terrorists.
Yeah. So that's all I got. All right, we'll call this one a wrap. Thanks, everyone. See you in the next segment. Spread the word. Keep the faith. As always, be safe. Watch your 6. And don't tread on me.